Jay Crowder, former Heat forward, he tweeted yesterday. Been linked to a bunch of Heat rumors this offseason. He's what we like to call Plan C. Okay. A, it's Durant. B, Spida. And then it's like, yeah, Jay Crowder. We got to fix that 4 spot. So Jay Crowder, he tweeted yesterday, change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Believe it's time for a change. I want to continue growing.
Why would they do that?
Could be something. Could be nothing. Jay Crowder, by the way, also
is he a free agent?
No, he's under contract right now with the Suns. Believe he's in the last year of his deal. Now, Jay Crowder did also like a tweet that was a picture of him in a Mavericks jersey. So that was like a comment tweet on
So
this.
what does that have to do with us?
Well, it just means that if you're trying to say, oh, that doesn't mean he wants out, very much seems like he wants out. He wants to get out of Phoenix. Because I know your thing would have been, oh, what does that mean? He could just be like putting lyrics or something like that. No, seems like he is sending the message. He's putting the word out that he wants out. Now, maybe he wants to go to Dallas. I don't know. But maybe he wants to go back to Miami. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm having a hard time understanding.
Yeah.
There's a few guys in this league that are must-have, but they can't never make any substantial money. And one has to do with age, so I can get the PJ Tucker thing.
Okay.
But the last 3 teams he's played for have made it very clear that their team was worse off without him. And isn't that the guy you pay?
I get what you're saying. Like, why do you let a guy like Jay Crowder go if everybody says he's so valuable to winning?
Right. Like everybody says it as they let him go to the next team.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's just like, you think you can find another one, which I guess the Heat did technically. They found PJ Tucker 2 years later. They did not have him the next year, which did hurt. It did hurt not having Jay Crowder the year after they went to the finals. Certainly they played Trevor Ariza. Oof.
Yikes.
I didn't even know he was still playing.
Oof.
So is Jay Crowder always a bridesmaid, never a bride kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's, and so is PJ Tucker. They said PJ Tucker was our priority this offseason, but they didn't really treat him like a priority.
Right. That's my point. Elsewhere. That why do we have a few players like this in a lot of sports that everybody says how important he is, but nobody ever pays them like that. They're that important.
Well, then you get mocked, though, if you overpay. Nobody wants to be that sucker either.
But then don't be the guy that talks about how much you need him.
Interesting. I don't know. I will say, though, if this all ends with the Heat getting Jay Crowder, I mean,
Would you give up anybody for Jay Crowder? Or does it have to be picks and money kind of thing?
No, I mean, well, yeah, you're gonna have to swap salary. I mean, he makes 10 million this year, so that's in I think Dunks makes 13. I think you could probably make that work.
Man, do I want that though? I'm trying to think, who would I be okay giving up on the Heat roster?
The going
Jay Crowder,
Dunks.
Give you Dunks. Anybody want a Dunks? Can I get a Dunks? Anybody want a Dunks?
Man, I'd almost maybe Caleb. Maybe
I'd give up Caleb. It was less.
They can't trade.
He just signed.
They can't trade Caleb because he just signed. I wouldn't.
I got to tell you, I just recall a year ago where Dunks was must have, and 12 months later, we're trying to package him with a box of ho-hos to get him up out of town.
I don't know if how much I'd want to play Jay Crowder though at this point above a guy like Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin is showed himself to be a really good defender last year,
and he's not going to just chuck up shots. Jay Crowder,
Jay Crowder, he gets that green light.
Oh,
he loved it.
Yeah. Well, he gave himself the green light.
Caleb Martin is younger, and the only thing that he really had that held him back last year is he had a couple of nagging injuries towards the end of the regular season.
Very athletic.
Very athletic.
which is something the Heat really like.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I mean, you almost sound like you're willing to run it back.
Not willing to run. I mean, like it seems like it's what it's going to happen. They're going to run it back until the Nets get their big boy pants on and they want to play big boy negotiations and not get Bam. Sorry.
I mean,
it's not going to work for him, dude.
With my wife every week.
That's the guy right there.
I would say I really believe that until either Kyrie or KD make a stink, the Nets are going to just ignore it and wait until basketball season.
So when you say make a stink, like they got to pull a Harden, like they got to just like.
I just say, look, trade me or I'm not playing.
Because he did request a trade. Kyrie oddly has apparently not requested a trade.
No,
he doesn't want to leave Brooklyn, according to Shams. He wants to play for Brooklyn this year.
Of course,
it's kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. He's a weird guy. I'd want his weird ass on this team, though.
Oh my goodness, he is Hey, can you think of another game changer like that? That like if you get him on the basketball court, he's good, but getting him to the basketball court is what the issue is.
I feel like he'd love it here.
Is that? I mean, can we think of another player like that?
That's just like that special on the court, but ahead of case. I mean, for different reasons. I guess AI
Rodman,
but AI was on the court.
Yeah,
he played.
He was amazing on the court.
Yeah, he played. He didn't miss a lot of time.
No, it just with him, it was kind of.
Who's the wide receiver that the Browns he kept getting in trouble?
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
but I don't want to put Kyrie in that because Kyrie really hasn't done anything illegal or against the rules of basketball. He's just an odd bird.
Very odd bird.
So, like, can you think of another player like that? Like, if we can just get him to game day, we're fine.
The Ibis is an odd bird. We have plenty of those down here.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's kind of like Kyrie Irving is like the Ibis. Because
why?
Why?
Just
-1
for playing defense on my topic.
Kybus.
You actually
-1.
You went with blitz coverage, man to man, trapped the guy you trapped me at the top of the key, and I had to call a timeout. That's how you just came after me.
Big Thor says Michael Beasley. That's a good one.
True.
No, because he didn't really know what to do on the basketball court, but score.
Well, I feel like Michael Beasley, Michael Beasley was an era too late. I feel too early. I feel like if Michael Beasley was in this era, I feel like he'd be killing it.
I mean, he's still barely 30.
I know, but
it seems like he's been playing basketball for 25 years.
He's killing it in the big three.
I was gonna say, I think he's dominating in the big three.
Do you think Max Strus is going to try and take this starting job from Tyler Hero, though? Because it sounds like if they come back, Tyler Hero is going to have that starting gig. And I don't know. Max Strus doesn't strike me as the kind that's going to just let it go.
So no chance for Oladipo is what you're saying.
Starting? I mean, not no chance.
Yeah.
Not no chance. I'm not going to say there's no chance. But if I had to power rank it, I would go Tyler, Strus is loose, and then Vic's going to be in that Tyler Hero role from last year.
So you think they're going to bring Vic off the bench?
Yeah.
Now, at their prime, and I know that there's a few years of separation. Victor Oladipo was better than both of them.
What? Of course.
So if you get that, then what?
Bro, Victor Oladipo was Donovan Mitchell before Donovan Mitchell.
Right, but
plus he could defend.
Okay, but if you get that, which you saw spots last year, if you get that,
yeah,
he's got to be in the starting lineup, right?
If you watch Victor Oladipo's Instagram, it's better than most sports movies. Like, I don't know who he's hired to put together his social media, but I get the goosies like every day just based on Victor Oladipo content because it's incredible. It's like slow motion. Then there's beauty shots. There's a drone shot at one point of him dribbling. And then all of a sudden, like, I think he becomes like a gladiator and then morphs back into a basketball player for the dunk. Like, it's the most breathtaking basketball content on the internet right now is Victor Oladipo's Instagram.
But again, if he gets anywhere near, what he was, he's better than both of those guys. He's got to start.
He's a home run.
Right.
It's a home run for sure.
Because let me ask you, would you rather have Victor Oladipo for this team? Would you rather have prime Victor Oladipo or Donovan Mitchell? For this team, the reason why I say for this team is because of the defense.
If you're telling me prime Victor Oladipo, I mean, like, I feel it's a better all-around player than Donovan Mitchell.
Right. So,
I mean, a big ask. Like, it's a big injury that he's coming back.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, based on what you saw last year, the only thing that hurt him last year was he seemed to be a bit out of shape.
Out of shape and out of rhythm. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. And now now he doesn't have to rehab this offseason. He's just doing basketball.
You know, I'm an Oladipo fan. I've always been.
Oladipo.
But having him and seeing what his progress is, you wonder if it makes the Heat say, let's see where this goes.
Well, that is the message they keep putting out there. Like, they keep putting out there, and people are kind of making fun of them, but they keep putting out this message to reporters that we like our team. We do like our team. Like, for all yes, obviously we're going to go after Kevin Durant. I mean, like, you'd be stupid not to.
Obviously, that's it. But that's all I would go after.
Yeah, like, the rest of this free agent class, like, who are the biggest guys who have changed? It's Jalen Brunson and PJ. Not a great free agent class. DeJounte Murray was obviously a monster trade.
This got nothing to do with free agents. Basketball is so, like, who cares about free agents?
No, who cares?
If you want a guy and you want to trade for him, he's available.
Yeah, but there were those two free agents, and then the monster trades, monster in air quotes, was Murray going from San Antonio to Atlanta, which I think is a really great move for them. I think that's going to help them a lot. And then Rudy Gobert, obviously, which ruined everything.
Pretty much.
Rudy Gobert, you want to know something, dude? Can I just say, stop ruining stuff, all right? You shut us all down with your Rona.
True.
And then you got traded for too much.
Blew up the market.
What the hell, Rudy?
Damn it, Rudy.
Rudy! I did see, though, I'm not going to lie. Did you guys see Bam Adebayo's quotes to Anthony Chang the other day?
No.
Yeah, he was like, I want to be with the Heat for my entire career. Goosey, dude.
Yeah, it's Goosey.
Yeah, I did see that.
Really?
Yeah, it was Goosey. You saw that, J-Fig?
I definitely did.
You know who else said that?
What?
You know who else said that?
Who?
D-Wade!
We don't got to bring up old stuff, dude. We don't got to bring.
We're talking about Bam right now.
Well, you know what? It's time to right a wrong. And so Bam gets to stay the whole career, and he doesn't have some blip in Cleveland and
They always
Chicago.
say that. Pat Riley has always said, I want this guy to be a Heat lifer. Until
he
Kevin
said,
Durant
if I
becomes
could,
available.
I would.
If I could, I would.
There.
Just to have the opportunity to be around this community for my whole career, a community that has seen me grow up from going from a random 14th draft pick to a cornerstone in this organization and become something bigger. It's one of those things that's dope when people grow with you. I mean, that's Goosey's, dude. I mean, I love that.
Galore.
Agreed, but we'll see when the right trade piece comes up. If you don't change your mind, you charlatan.
I've never put him in a trade. Other than one time when it was Kawhi Leonard. And I think I threw him in.
If you would trade him for Kawhi Leonard, why wouldn't you trade him for KD?
Because I didn't know how good he was going to be. He was like 18 when that trade was going on.
So why would you do that about
at that point he was Jokic. That's what he was. That's what he was. He was Jovic. He was a little sweetener. You know, that's what he was. Back then, he's not sweetener anymore.
Like, guess what? I want to see where Jovic ends up being.
Bam says they got.
Are you not curious?
I'm curious. I'm not as curious as having Kevin Durant, but I'm curious.
but
the best summer league.
He didn't play
right there.
In fairness, he didn't play a lot.
You know what that look like? You know what that look is? Here's what that look is. I don't give a rat's ass who's on the team. I want Kevin Durant.
That's not what that look is.
Give the look. Show it up. Look. That's what he was saying. That's what you're saying.
What a flip flop.
Bam says, I don't want to trade him for Kevin Durant. He's off the table for me.
Okay.
You know what? I'm rats off a ship. You on this segment now. I'm offended.
Wow. For what? What did I do?
For being
trading
a
Bam.
charlatan.
I didn't trade Bam.
You traded
You're not allowed. You have not allowed him to grow with us, like he said in his quote.
He says they got faith in me. I feel like they know what they have. You got a hard-nosed guy who's going to go out and get it from the mud, who's not going to quit on his teammates. Wow. A little shoddy shot there. It's mutual respect. I feel like the team wants me. It's a respect thing. Also, it's Pat Riley believing in me. It's Mickey Harrison believing in me. It's Andy Ellisberg believing in me that we can bring this city another championship. God, this guy's the best.
Listen, if you want to pop out of the city, just mention championship in any.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, on playing with Donovan Mitchell this weekend, he said it was fun. And then to play with one of my best friends, Donovan, it was dope. Yeah, you play that close to the vest, Bam.
There you go.
Always Bam. He also says that he's going to be referred to as Mr. 305 2.0 by the end of it.
Oh, that's what a fan with good access looks like.
A lot of numbers.
I agree. Fan with good access. He's thinking about, let me get that access.
I'm not a fan with good access. I'm boots on the ground, dude. No, I'm not. I'm boots on the ground.
With good access.
I'm going boots on the
why
ground
does
today.
that blue shirt look like velvet?
I don't know. It's very comfy, though. I don't know what material this
Doesn't
is.
it
I'm actually
like
wearing
some-
that same shirt.
Like you're
right
wearing
now.
something type terry cloth.
It's because I look orange. I turned in.
What's
I turned
wrong,
in.
what's wrong with the color? If that looks so different than it's the same.
Because
shirt.
something happens in the middle of the daytime here with the sun and the lights that I end up turning into Donald Trump. I don't know. Like I just turn orange.
You look
First
like a
of all,
giant grapefruit.
It's not the middle of the damn day. It's 9:30.
It is to me.
What time do you get up in the morning?
I got up at 3:45 today.
Oh my God. And what time do you go to sleep?
Last night I went to bed at 11:45
Nope.
after 4 episodes of Better Call Saul.
What? What are you doing?
I'm catching up because people keep raving about this Better Call Saul. They're like, "Oh, it's better than Breaking Bad." I'm like, "What did I miss?" Because I
heard
kind
it
of dropped it.
Wasn't there a cameo? I heard recently in like.
Don't spoil it for me, dude.
Just a
I don't know.
cameo.
I mean, obviously, that is where it's going to end up. It's a flashback spinoff, but